It's fair to say, well, I think we all know, don't we, that Meghan Markle seemingly likes a drink, particularly her own wine. What, you've not bought a bottle yet? As ever, you've not? Surely that must be on your Christmas list, right? I don't know about you, celebrity wines, I don't drink, as many of you know who watch the channel on a regular basis, but I'd love to know, in fact, have you ever bought a celebrity wine? Or do you buy anything with a celebrity label? Like, one of the most famous sources, isn't it, is the late and brilliant actor, in my opinion, Paul Newman. And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I actually think he made more money from his sources than he ever did from the acting career that he did so incredibly well at. One of the most attractive men on the screen, I'm sure you'll agree, ladies. But truly, it's funny, isn't it, to think that he made more money on that than he did, for instance, on whatever he did, as it were. Now, Meghan Markle, really, you couldn't say the same thing for her. But seemingly she has a brand new way of ingratiating herself to make sure that, well, she gets what exactly she wants. And she's now being dubbed by many insiders as Goody Bag Meghan, as ever. Let me explain. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you so much for your time. Are you all right? I'm all right, thank you. Not bad. It's always good to check in with you. Well, I think I'm getting a bit of a cold. You know what I'm saying, chums? When you just get that, yes, but don't have a go. I know a lot of you say, Neil, you need a hat. I'm boiling. I'm warm myself, but I know what you mean. It's the temperature. And correct me if I'm wrong, chums. Do you think you pick up a lot of germs, because we all get it, don't we, from each other when you're traveling on the tube or the buses, and when somebody sneezes on that tube, you're like, oh no, because you're encapsulated and you can't get away and all the germs are flying up the carriage. I know, don't get me going on that, absolutely. Let's get back, of course, to your royal story of the day. Interesting this, right? Because as you know, as I say, Meghan, we all know the branding and all the stuff that she's now got. I can't get over the 2 cinnamon sticks and the bit of water and then suddenly saying, oh, this is what you do. You think, right, okay. I mean, these must be the encapsulated short videos that she talked about on that. Was it the Fortune thing where she said, how can I present this in a shorter way? Simply don't make it. Nobody's interested. Sales on this whole bunch product are just dire, right? They're just dire. But what you've got to do if you are somebody like Meghan Markle, and we saw this recently, where basically, if you remember, she had that do alongside the very successful entrepreneur, Emma, right? And at this do, we saw the video of Meghan caught out drinking her own booze, as it were. But on top of all of that, we found out later that Meghan herself had provided the wine. That's because, naturally, the people, well, they put it online, didn't they, and said the booze was provided by Meghan. It's a great way, isn't it, of making sure that you make sure you get invited. You've brought something along. Consequently, other people might start to order it. And if they are movers and shakers, they may say nice things online. Although you've yet to find any of that, right? Interesting. However, when she recently attended Kris Jenner's 70th birthday bash, the same thing happened again. And again, I have to say, allegedly, Meghan was more than happy to provide numerous bottles of whatever wine she sells on that particular branding for that spectacular event. Now, I'm sure Kris Jenner, and again, I have to say, allegedly, would have been very, very thrilled with that. But one would suspect that Kris has finite tastes, right? As a lady who's lived the high life for many years now, and would have thought, okay, now, would they have taken this as a marketing opportunity, or would they have taken it in the gesture of goodwill that allegedly Meghan really wanted? You see, Meghan, this is the problem, feels that she has to sort of buy her way in. And as I told you in a previous video, the bottom line was that basically no Duke, no Meghan. It's a simple, you have to bring the Duke. And so consequently making sure that she could get both angles of the event. According to a source who attended that particular event, Meghan's wine was flowing around the room. So if you have problems getting this wine, and perhaps you have ordered it and you've encountered the problems of we're out of stock and we're going to give you a refund or whatever, maybe what you really need to do is host a star-studded bash with all the major celebrities, and consequently, well, you might win. Do you see what I'm saying? Neil Sean, Kensington, London.